Nigerian music, filmmakers, writers influence South African culture, just as South African universities and industries provide platforms for Nigerian talent. But this cooperation has been uneven and at times marked by suspicion and the painful experience of xenophobia. Let me be unequivocal here. Xenophobia is a betrayal of African unity. It is a sickness born of poverty, inequality, and government failure. But its victims are our African brothers and sisters. Nigerians, Zimbabweans, Congolese, and Somalis are not the cause of the South Africa's unemployment crisis. The cause lies in the untransformed economy of South Africa, which remains in the hands of white minority and multinational corporations who continue to exploit labor while refusing to industrialize. Attacking fellow Africans diverts anger from the real enemy, and we must educate our people that unity, not division, is the solution to the African crisis.
Okay, so shared by the MDN News, they say as in quotes, xenophobia is a betrayal of African unity. Fellow Africans aren't to blame for South Africa's high unemployment. The real enemy is an untransformed economy in the hands of white minority, and multinationals' unity, not division, will free Africa. That was Julius Malema in Nigeria recently when he was actually a guest speaker at Nigeria Bar Association. That happened in Enugu State, Nigeria. And that was what Mani said. Mani saying that Africans, Nigerians, Zimbabweans are not South Africa's problem. They are not the cause of the unemployment rate in South Africa. They are not the cause of the murder case in South Africa. Basically, he's saying that the most important problem that South Africans have is the white minorities. He said that Africa should be free for Africans. They believe that Africans should not cause division. And he said that the xenophobia act is not the way to go. That was his stance, and that was him at the comments. And as you have seen the video too, man actually was saying that. But when he shared this, South Africans were not happy about that. We'll see this. Man says, this is obvious. However, there are too many unthinking people out there who cannot really read society. I shudder to think what will happen if the colonialists came back again. They will be fighting each other instead of them. So man is actually saying that, well, this is actually something that is normal here. And he says a lot of people are still fighting Africa. He says if the colonialists are to step back in Africa again, well, we'll be fighting like ourselves again, and they will still end up colonizing us. That's his takes. Again, man says, I think this should count as a treason. Because why will you invite all Africans to South Africa, undocumented or not? A South African right there, and he's saying that he thinks that what Malema is doing is treason. Again, man says what Julius is saying is not entirely true. The illegal and illegal migrants that are employed in this SA cause or increase unemployment among sons. It is basic math. If 2.5 million employed migrants live close to the same number of sons who will be employed, a basic 1 + 1 is 2. All right. And then lastly, the bro says that the problem isn't Africans coming here. It is that the government refuses to enforce immigration laws. Our borders are porous, and our citizens are left to carry the burden. Unity doesn't mean rewarding illegality. Well, basically, that is how the South Africans took this. They're actually being open with him, though, and they are saying that, well, most importantly, the problem that South Africa is facing is actually what they are talking about, not as illegal immigrants, or one says even illegal, they are part of the problem, because if 2.5 million illegal people are in South Africa being employed, and if they are to go back, that will be 2.5 million new jobs for South Africans. So he believes that it's actually 1 + 1 kind of math, and then things can actually change if that happens. So they actually don't agree with Malema. Do you agree or do not agree with him? In the comment section, let me see where you stand. Thank you.